Hello, Symphony Souls. Welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. I'm weird. We get woo woo. We're about to do a card reading, okay? If you're gonna stick around, see if it's for you. Awesome. If not, have a fantastic, wonderful day. Just a friendly reminder, though, you are a sovereign being, which means you get to determine if, how, when, where, why any of these messages might apply. So whatever you do, don't Cinderella shit to make it fit, okay? Awesome. I don't really know what direction we're going to go with this reading. I have an inkling it has something to do with location change. They're heavily focusing on that, and I might be pumping out a bunch of those. But they're just like, just get started. And I was like, okie dokie. This is the one that's already calling out to me, so we're just going to jump right in, okay? Okay. If you haven't seen it already, whatchamacallit, I posted one where it's like an overview of how things are about to go down. I felt like it was like the process at which something is going to unravel or proceed with, at least specifically to some of the ones that are in January. So, let's go ahead. Our Spirit. The Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country, lands, and botany. Explore the wonder like a traveler's odyssey. I think the Odyssey, the journey itself, obviously they're talking about that. Take in the beauty. There's some, they want me to go back. Take in the beauty. Take in the beauty. Okay, well, that'll come through. Numbers and double synchronicities in 2. Like something just happens, it's like, whoa, that's more than just a quinky dink. It's one thing when it happens once. It's something completely different when it happens twice, right? Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. So don't hold back. Oh. Kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and fly. So I think that the answer must be yes. The answer must be yes. So something's there's gonna be like a synchronistic event where it's like, well, I can't ignore that. That's not just coinky dink. And they're asking you when that happens, not to hold back, to say yes. And this directly does relate to the Odyssey. We'll find out what that take the beauty in is bringing about for us. Really? Ugh. They want me to, I feel like that's not really going to give us any clarity. Okay. Sacred Traveler's Oracle. Okay, so there's some truth that's going to be discovered, and that assists you in releasing some type of control. Like you're just like, okay, fine. All right then. Like you go with the flow. There's some kind of truth that's you're gonna discover some truth, and it just leads you to surrendering to the journey. Okay. Okay. There's a synchronicity that you can't ignore. Some type of truth is coming out, and you'll just say, yes, I think that you surrender to whatever direction it wants to take you. Fantastic. All right, test Spirit. Okay. Where do we go from here? Okay, Starman Tarot. I was looking at Azathoth, but Starman was screaming. of Cups. Don't ask me why this came through. I paid attention. They said Bengal tiger. That might be something for someone. That might be an indication for somebody. Somebody might like the Bengals. I don't know. Somebody might have colorful hair. It's funny because I always sometimes think that Ten of Cups is, it's something like, people frequently look at it like an end goal, right? Like it's the thing that should be on this side. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, so they're bringing me to the TV screen, where it's broken through to the reality of something. Like you've broken through. There's broken through some illusion, is what they're saying. And I'm like, well, okay. On the Queen of Cups, where are we fucking going? Oh, buckle up, going for a ride. Ten of Cups is that exchange with another. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the idea of, it's not just about love for the self and love within the self and personal contentment. It is sorry, they keep interrupting me. Anyways, it's about the exchange, right? You're the Nine of Cups, another cup. There's this exchange that happens. This is more than just the self. It's beyond the self. But then they were like, somebody's aligning with a different collective, and I'm like, okay. They're showing me somebody who aligned with individuals that would be more in the Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords kind of energy, or like Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups energy, and this is somehow aligning with a different collective. You are like a new soul family, or a different soul tribe, or something like that, but coming in alignment with that. It definitely feels supportive. But it feels too, you know, this isn't like, oh, because I have support, then I'm willing to take, like, there's a decision. Are you going to stick with the old or go with the new? What? Okay. So this, okay. I was like, why? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like, you see how it's like, there's two directions, two actions that can be taken. Each one fueled by a desire. Right? And so it's a choice between the two. Which direction, which action do I want to, which desire do I want to put action behind? And this is the overall energy. And I think that there is a new collective. A new collective that you align with, and that's where you are your most authentic self, most comfortable self. That's where you don't, there's breaking through some kind of an illusion. So you must be recognizing or understanding or seeing that you need to choose a different collective, a different group. Where the fuck are we going with this? Which, I mean, that would align to a certain degree with like environmental changes, you know, location changes, things like that. So that does make sense. I don't think this is what I was, that was just a kersploosh, I believe, because of my tiny little hands on this enormous deck of cards. Okay, so, wow. Synchronicity into don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. 9 of Swords. That's it. I told you. There's that other collective. 10 of Cups or the 9 of Swords. Woohoo! Alrighty. It's like those that fear what's to come and those that, remember I told you in this financial revolution, there was a reading that I did in this, that it's connecting with others that is going to get you through this, because it's going to be a massive evolution and revolution that's happening, that your way through this is through the connection with others and support and help and the coming together, right? It's not in trying to fight battles alone or trying to navigate alone. Like, you're gonna have to get used to support and for one another. 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the World. Hold on, we're gonna put this over here because that came out after these two. Because it dictates what you are going to build in your life and what your experience is going to be. Tell me to put it back. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the World. Your greatest opportunities are going to be when you're your most authentic self. I want to know for you what this breaking through the illusion is. Is it the illusion that a particular group of people are good for you? Or that you no longer align with? Fear-mongering, fear-based. Like, there's just something about not being afraid. Of the future. And I think that you can even see this within the spiritual community of like the lens at which I look, like, are we about to enter battle, or are we about to because revolution can very much be like that, but it's kind of like what type of revolution and how are we going to approach it? And that doesn't mean that you aren't showing up full force like a lion that you are. It just means, how am I framing this? Like, this is the idea of sorry. I don't want to tackle the future is what it feels like. I don't want to tackle the future with those that are so enmeshed and immersed in the fear. That doesn't mean, see, here's the thing. I've had people, when I talk about negative entities or attachments or this, that, or the other, it doesn't mean that you don't experience fear. It means you don't let fear set the stage, right? Like, if you don't believe, I can't believe what's happening, why is it happening like this, and da-da-da, and how do I, versus, oh, I'm tackling this head on. That I'm not letting this defeat me. We're gonna push forward. And this definitely talks about like the defeatist attitude, like future casting, like it's already doom and gloom and we just got to hunker down and prepare and we just, versus together we can make something happen. Like, I'm not letting this be my curtain call. I'm not letting this be the whatever. Like, because it's not about removing something that can be perceived as negative or something that's unwanted. It's about, how do I choose? Okay, so I saw an analogy the other day. It's kind of like, let's say there's somebody that operates at a 3 and another person operates at the 7. The 7 is always going to understand and know what the 3 is going through. The 3 will never be able to understand what the 7 about being a 7 because they've never been through that. They haven't reached that level yet. And so it feels as if individuals that can hold somebody back versus individuals that are reciprocal and pour in and elevate, and it makes facing whatever life throws your way that much easier. And so it's kind of like, do I want 9 of Swords or do I want to operate from the Ace of Cups? And I think the Ace of Cups, your self-love, your full cup is how you, and it's, you're making decisions for you based upon how you want to live this next chapter, despite whatever shows up, and how you want to face things. And so that's dictating which one of these you choose. Somebody's about to change. And again, that happens when there's location changes. This could be work. This could be your home environment. This could be, example, when I was married and I was having to do it all on my own and then take care of somebody who, had to be so, honestly, it was better when I was divorced. I gotta be honest with you. I've experienced the whole, if I'm going to be a single parent, then I'm just going to be a single parent. Let's just put it that way, okay? Because I was much happier. I didn't have the added burden of somebody, weighing me down and anchoring me down. And so it's kind of like that energy. I feel as if it's whatever I'm going to face, I'm going to face. Do I want a 3 to pull me back down to its level? And I instead of saying levels, let's say space. I've already ventured through that space. Let's say it's all one level, right? And but there are different spaces within that existence, right? And it's I already explored that. Why would I want to go back to that? Why would I let a 3 pull me? I've already done that. So that's the reason why you're able to identify with, and that's why there may be nostalgia there. It's I get it. I don't want to leave them because I totally get it. I've been there. I've done that. But that's the thing. You can operate at their level and you already know that. You've already experienced it. You've already gotten the wisdom from it. They don't understand your space. They've never been there before. And so to expect, you see what I'm saying? Like a 7 will always be able to identify with a 3, but the 3 can't always identify with a 7. It just doesn't work that way. So a 3 can't pour into the 7 the way that the 7 can the 3. Okay. And so it's one of those things where it's yeah. And so the choice really comes from a very centered space. King of Pentacles in the world. It's how you want to set up your world. It's how you want to create the world. And do you want to set up your reality? Let's put it that way. Your reality where there are endless possibilities for expansion, where you play in the field of possibilities, where you are writing your path, you're the author, or do you want to be in a space where you live thinking somebody else gets to do that for you? Something to that effect. So somebody's changing the people that are around them. And when I feel like this is it doesn't feel quite the same as people are going to be removed from your life, where it's you're being removed from their life. You're being removed from a complete environment, period. And so, and I think that hedges that, or the thing that precipitates that for this particular group, is your choice to align and desire and want a different collective. Like, you are evolving in such a way that you are choosing you, and so naturally you will gravitate towards this new collective, new group of people. And so you feel, and that's what Spirit's doing. I think that you've already gotten to that space, and it's like, I don't even match the frequency of anything that's around me anymore. And so that is the reason, one of the catalysts for you, right? To be, let's ask about the synchronicities. Okay. That was the truth, because I was also asking about, that's the truth that you've discovered. I don't belong here anymore. I don't align with this. I don't align with them. This is no longer for me. And it's like, you've also noticed that your lens at which you are approaching your life, your spirituality, your career, your relationships is completely starkly different. And it's like you are seeing that I want to say there's been a natural falling away of certain people. And if you still have the desire to kind of like maintain some semblance of contact with them, it's more just because like, but I get it. I understand where they're coming from. Yes, because you've already been there. And so you definitely could help them. But they're not in a space because of what they need to experience. Their space is different. And it's the adage of like, you're still climbing the mountain. And so it's really difficult to turn around and pull somebody up, because they're more likely to pull you down. Like, when you get to a secure spot, that's different, where you could reach back down and pull, but it's kind of like, you need to get there. Otherwise you risk, here's the thing, if something doesn't change, you risk backsliding. That's what it is. You risk backsliding to that same level, and you are ready to graduate. That's the truth that you've discovered. Okay. You're just not there anymore. So now we can explore the synchronicity. Yeah, okay, yeah. As a thought. So let's talk about the synchronicities that are coming in. You understand that you're aligning with a new collective. What are the synchronicities? Oh yeah, okay. Knight of Cups. Oh, Page of Cups, sorry. Page of Cups. It came out like this at first. Page of Cups is like an initiation or a beginning that's not supposed to happen, or something that didn't take off. Something, it's because, usually the cup is handed to somebody. It's kind of like an offering of something, an offering of friendship, offering of love, offering of shared connection. It's a connection offering, and it's in reverse because for some of you, there may have been a manifestation of a connection that never came through, or one that, again, we're still talking about aligning with a new collective, right? One that you thought would be and it didn't go anywhere, meaning it didn't move beyond, I want to say, the Page of Cups. Even if you were were with them for several years, it never seemed, again, a 3 and a 7. Like, it never moved beyond, this could be friendship, partnership, business, whatever. It's like, it never moved. The reason things couldn't move forward is because you evolved into a different space, is what we'll call it, the 7, and they were still in the 3. That's like, and they may have, like, so it never moved beyond, is what I want to say, with it in reverse. And so you may have had something that had potential, that at one point could have been something great, or was something great. Again, people, business partnerships, things like that. And things were supposed to happen as a result. Like, it was going to, you thought it would manifest into more. You thought that it was the answer to a manifestation, and if it never came to be, I'm also getting this, like, a connection or a trajectory that never came to be, never really came into full fruition. Because again, the idea is, Page of Cups, the cup is full, right? But there's always a surprise. The Page of Cups is the promise of something more. Always. Because it always has a fish or something popping out of it that's a surprise. It's like, and especially when it's fish, it's like this abundance, it's more than just, you know what I mean? And so it's the promise of something more. This didn't have the promise of something more because they can't give more. This space, this place, it can't give you any more than you've already received. And to have attempted to either push the issue or stay longer than necessary would have created immense sorrow. So whatever sorrow and pain you may have gone through as this kind of like just faded away, it's pales in comparison to what could have been if you pushed this. Because when you are operating in a particular space and someone holds you back, it feels like they imprison you. You abandon aspects of yourself. So it perpetuates a wound of self-abandonment. It limits your light. It limits your confidence. It changes you. And it can make you bitter about the world, right? And so this is kind of like, and if you thought something was going to come in, like, I'm getting the feeling of, like, I thought I was with a collective. I thought I had a group of friends. I thought that they were going to go with me further. And it's like, and then the time when you all met, everybody was brimming with possibility. And then certain individuals graduated into other lessons and stages of life and learning and experiences that others did not. Others were still in a different energy, either by choice or whatever. And it's kind of like there's the distance came, and when the distance of your experience and your lens of life becomes so, if it's a 3 and a 4, not so bad. 3 and a 5, okay. 3 and a 6, oh, 3 and a 7. Like, that idea of it became too much. You're not even in close proximity to be able to have any kind of overlap. I always talk about systems theory, right? And the idea and notion that all kinds of systems overlap. Like if you have 2 circles, they overlap to a certain degree. And so there's commonality. This is something that's so far out now. You're so different that there is no meshing. There is no benefit. It actually only pulls you back into spaces that you've already done, and it doesn't make anybody any better. It just means that other whoever these individuals were, or person or potential person, it's just no longer a match. Your frequency, it'll create disharmony. And so you're meant to evolve. And so I feel like a promising, potentially beautiful manifestation didn't come to fruition because you're no longer in sync. And this is the truth. This is the truth. And you stand in this now, and you're okay with it, and you are ready to surrender to the journey. You are not holding on energetically or intellectually or emotionally anymore. It's like releasing with love. Like, it's just an understanding. It's not about anybody being wrong. And so this idea of moving on, because you're not at a higher level, you're in a different space in life. Okay? So yeah. And again, I'm also getting that you may have thought, I really thought something was going to pop off with this or with that. And it could even be, let me tell you, I really thought something was going to pop off with a particular career. But you are no longer in alignment with the individuals and their level of creativity or their it's okay. I'll give you an example. It's like I did social work and advocacy and really heavily focused on social justice. And while I'm still very passionate about that, the opportunities that are afforded to me in a career sense to do that, I don't align with whatsoever. I absolutely don't. I've seen the field of social work in its attempt to become considered more established as a profession go directions that I'm like, that's completely out of alignment, that I don't necessarily agree with. And I just don't fit in those spaces anymore. And I'm like, it's no less of a drive, and I'm no less of a humanitarian. I'm no less of a fighter for social justice. But the spaces in which I choose to do that and the manner in which I choose to do it, I don't want to do it as a career. I want to do it because it's a drive that's within me, but I don't necessarily different space. And so this could be career-wise also, like I'm just not there anymore. And I don't align with. And so, you may choose to move on. It was brimming with potential and possibility. And in this change of your career, you come into a new collective. You connect with a new collective. Do you see? Queen of Swords. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Now you're seeing it clearly. I know what I'm willing to do. Because there's a difference between what I can do, what I'm capable of doing, and what I'm willing to do. Can the Queen of Pentacles do it all? Absolutely. Does she have to? No. So something is being put to rest. You're seeing a greater picture. It's not so much tunnel vision anymore. And you're choosing yourself. Again, Ace of Cups, you're choosing to take care of the self. There's no less love for the others. It's just me. Because I I can do what I love and I can be who I'm supposed to be when I take care of me. And you're reconciling that. This Four of Swords, this truce, this putting something to rest and being at peace with this. You're at peace with this. You're at peace with this. So tell me, okay. I want to know about, don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. Yeah, you're not holding back. This truth really has helped you not to hold back. But there's something about the synchronicities and needing to say yes. And I am curious as hell about that. Checking on my own spit. Okay. I spent extra time today with the cards and intimate relationships, weighing your decisions. There is a choice here about relationships, coming into your own new partnerships. I told you. So what is how does that play out in the, I think this is like, this is people coming into your reality. New individuals coming into your reality, new partnerships, moving forward with these new relationships that are entering your life. I think that if you did have resistance, it was not wanting to leave something necessarily behind. And again, it may have gotten to the point where it was just the idea of like, no, you know, like there's still, you know, whatever. And it's like, no, it's okay to move on. Nine of Pentacles, Star, and the Hyper. Ooh. Definitely a level of independence. I think that there was just this acceptance of the truth and surrendering to releasing the control of this. Like, okay. Is allowing these individuals to, I feel like the synchronicities have kind of just reiterated that several times to you. I also feel like this synchronicity is going to, it's like running into somebody a couple of times and going, what's the odds of that? Like, is there something to that? You know what I mean? Long-term plans, being on the right path, going your own way, and listening to your intuition. Okay. So I think there's some synchronistic events that are going to come up that you're going to notice will start to align you with new people. Eight of Cups. Desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual growth, going towards what you really want and desire. Get it? Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. Your wish concerns fade away. A love of life. Embrace this change. Expect it to get better. Continue to uphold your beliefs. Okay? Stand your ground. Be you. Don't compromise that. And allow that to be how you make your decisions, because this is the energy of stalemates, unwilling to make decisions. And I think that this is kind of like, I think you just literally, I don't even think there's something, you just have to give yourself permission to move on. Is what it feels like. Because I don't feel like, again, there's just this natural unfolding of something. And you're like, okay. Like you're ready to let people in. And a new person enters your life. You're ready to let people in now. And so, therefore, new people into your life. Page of Cups. Your new collective. And it's going to happen very fast. Events will move at a very fast pace. Delays are going to be over. Okay. And so, that's what it was. You just had to say yes. You just had to go, okay. You had to be willing to go into new spaces. Consider a playful approach with this. Instead of being a little too reserved. I think the Four of Pentacles is talking about being reserved. It's like, be playful with this. Don't try to overthink it. Should I, shouldn't I? Yes, no. I'll hold back. Like, just be you. Just be you. Let this adventure unfold. Let's ask about taking the beauty, because they were... I gotta change where this fucking, where the camera thingy is. Like, I almost run my face into it all the time. Okay, taking the beauty. Tell me about that. Again, I think that has to do with enjoying the process. Be playful with it. But have fun with it, because the Nine of Wands is like a bit guarded, has a bit of a wall up, is kind of like a bit cautious, maybe a little like, okay, a little, but not really. And it's like, just let yourself, just allow it. This is, and it's like in the allow yourself to have fun with this, it pulls them in, because this is talking about like, yes, it's success, but it's also about acknowledgement, recognition, visibility. It's kind of like there's something about you being fully yourself that brings these people to you, that attracts them to you, right? You do not have to be guarded. You will have success as you move forward. A lot of things will change. So just let yourself enjoy it. That's what the taking the beauty is. Let yourself enjoy it. Since we're talking about January, how is this going to play a factor in right here, right now? I really do feel like somebody's just said yes. They just said yes. Seven of Wands. Oh. And it keeps showing up. That's the choosing you. You will not be bound. Choose you. Set your boundaries. Do what you love, what you want. Oh, they're doing that song, Go Your Own Way. But yeah, if you're this, you won't let anything bind you. You won't let anything anchor you down. Do what's right. Do for you. Release those anchors and allow yourself to have this new beginning. What's that got to do with this week? Lovers again. King of Wands. Oh, I dropped one. Knight of Cups. I would say that brims a little bit more, with a little bit more potential than just the Page of Cups. New people will come in. The lovers really just feel like things, people, places that are in alignment with you that will motivate you. Want to be around you for you, want to uplift you. And it definitely could be, if this was like the idea of like, I thought something was going to go somewhere with somebody and it never really did, you saying yes, and there's a new relationship on the horizon. There's somebody coming in. And it takes you into a new collective. Whoever it may have been before, the distance is too great. new partnerships, new individuals, new collective. Six of Wands could be also the acknowledgement of, like, people will see you at their level and you'll be able to see them. It's like, here's the thing, like, somebody stuck in this space is going to be paying attention to their awareness at that level, or I hate using the word level, but their awareness in that space, that their lens at which they are using. And so they can't see you exactly as you are, right? As you see yourself. They see you as they see themselves. Remember, like, you can only meet somebody as deeply as you've met yourself. And so if they are operating in this arena and you're over in this arena, what they see with you is going to be this. And even just how they look at you can be limiting. How they view you as a person can be limiting. And so this person sees you. These people see you for all your potential, for who you are, not just your potential, but who you are, right? And maybe that's just it. Maybe because the other person or people are still in the energy of potential, they only see you as potential, but not as you are. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, and this takes you into new places. This alignment with this collective. Knight of Cups is a bit more established. This is more than just, is it potential? Absolutely. Is it? I think at the page level, you don't really know if something, it's the page is the discovery of, versus the Knight is the acknowledgement of, and the exploration, like the coming together part. Tell me more about this. King of... Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. High Priestess. See? Your level. This is your level. You are at the High Priestess level. Okay. I must be talking to somebody who loves the word level, because it keeps coming out my mouth, right? Despite I don't like that kind of, I don't like that personification or dynamic. I prefer it more like you're in just a different space than somebody else. And every single time it comes out of my mouth, on the back end, I'm like, ugh, kind of thing. Maybe your old collective saw things in that manner, and you don't want to be in that anymore. Because it seems as if it's something that keeps coming out, even when I'm not trying to talk about level, like the word itself keeps coming out, and it's like, that's not where I'm at. You don't like the way that frames something, or it sometimes can have an energy of judgment where, like, I'm here and you're, like a competition almost, like, because there's levels, and you're like, I'm done competing. I don't know. It's irritating to me, actually. And I'm allowed to be irritated, okay? Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't let it, no. I am human. I am who I am. I have my likes, my dislikes, even my soul does. And it's like, I don't want them. and I can continue to not like it. So, and I can express that on my channel too. So, so new collective coming in. This is just going to change so much for you. You know what it does? It lets you operate as you are. It's like whatever space or collective you came from kept you, again, devil card, chained or confined to that space and didn't let you be yourself. And the High Priestess is your truest self, your highest self version of yourself. And so it's like things will change for the better because you get to be you, your authentic, true, core self, and you get to emanate that without the limitations there. Your life improves. So you had limitations on you because of those that surrounded you. Page of Wands. And for whoever I'm reading for, it's heavy on the individuals, the people, the spaces that you wanted to allow, that you allowed yourself to be in. Page of Wands really feels like it's your light. Like when your light is able to shine, oh, the places you'll go, right? Right to the Ten of Pentacles. Again, this was the thing you held back. And it stopped you from being seen as you are. And this could be in your career field, this could be in your life pursuits, in your desire, like in the dating field, like you sequestered yourself or you were limited by those that you, and so it's just kind of like when you allow your light to shine, you have a lot of progress and things change for the better. You must be tired of dimming your light. And yeah. And what your light is and what that stands for is different for everybody, okay? All right, so how does this play out in regards to the location change? Because is it strictly that you encounter, you've already said, you've come to this truth, you've already said yes, you start to see the synchronicities, and they're like, and as this unfolds, just let yourself have fun with it. And naturally, when you're having fun with your life, with your adventure of life, like as you move forward, who you really are emanates, and these people will be attracted. But I do get the sense that because with location change, we are talking about something's going to happen where you call home is going to be different. And I'm trying to figure out if the location change comes first and then all of this, you know, because you say yes, and so all of this was what transpires, and that you choose to, you know, you kind of like, okay, I guess this really is supposed to happen. I choose not to hold back. I say yes. I take the leap and fly, and I also make the choice to enjoy the process and the adventure and the path that I'm taking, because I see the truth of something and I'm no longer holding on to anything. I'm surrendering to this journey. Does it happen in that way? And I think more so that way. Like, you will be aligned with individuals. Yes. How is this location change going to present to the individual? How is this going to be presented to them? Because they're in the space now saying, yes, they see the truth. And there's a promise of alignment with you being more yourself. So what is... How does the change of environment show up for them, though? Like the actual living situation. Okay, I have Kipper and I have Starman, not Starman, shit. Sun Knight Tarot. Let's get this a-going. I don't know why I have Twisted Sister singing in my head. Tell me about the message. What does clarify that? Oh Jesus. Okay, you can't get much more. Are you fucking shitting me? Some form or fashion here really soon. You're gonna receive some kind of unexpected money that you may be lacking. I can't, like, it's really, again, that might be one of the synchronicities. Okay. Like, you already believe this is for you. You might have already received one synchronicity. But then this happens too, and you're like, oh, okay. All right, I'm game. Something transpires very easily for you. You don't have to worry about it. Everything goes smoothly for you. Kind of like everything goes in your favor. Okay. Tell me about the... And it is soon. We're talking about January here, you guys. Jesus, some massive lucky. There is definitely, I ain't never had all them damn things come out, can I just say? Like all three together to clarify something back to back? No, not never. So somebody may, since this message seems to be, it's like, this can mean exceptionally close, very, very, very close. This can also be like your place of living. This can be family, but I'm like, family room is like apartment, your condo, your something or other. And if you are like, I don't have the money, I don't have resources, or you're lacking something, something is coming through that, where is this message coming from? Do we have information on that? Where is this? Kind of seems like something that was withheld from you. It's an unknown source, or somebody that's, it's some, like a person that's either hid it from you, or the person themselves is hidden from you. They may have either been blocking this, or it's kind of like something kept it held up. Again, you're not aware of it, but it's some kind of, it comes as a gift. It's like the universe ushering this in. Where does it come from? No. I did see the courthouse card, so there may be something going on that you're unaware of. Where does this money come from? Expectation can just be also be like waiting. Like just, you know, And the official person is the person with the authority. The official person can talk about, like, the service processor or the police officer that serves the thing, or somebody in a governmental position, the one that has the capacity to issue something. All right, this is where I think the Sun Knight Tarot can explain some shit. Where does this come from? Because this is like, again, unexpected, suddenly, really great fortune. Guaranteed money is attached to this somehow. Whatever this is, somehow there's money involved. Money's on every single card. So there's some kind of lucky... 9 of Wands again, Eight of Swords. Okay, we're not gonna go if the if, ands, or buts about something. I want to know what's this? Where's the source of this message coming from? King of Wands again. Knight of Wands is it's really fast moving. I don't know why I feel like your mind is going to be changed on something. So we got the Hanged Man and the Knight of Wands, and this is kind of the idea of Knight of Wands, like on a dime, on an impulse, on a whatever, right? He is the epitome of some type of suddenness. For some, it may be, this may be, I don't see where this is in the history, but this may be like a change of thought on something. And so, again, I know you're changing, like you're surrendering, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like maybe something presented itself before and you overlooked it, bypassed it. That's for a few. This is kind of like being at utter standstill to jumping at an opportunity or jumping at something. Zero hesitation. Zero hesitation. Okay, I was thinking the King of Wands here was a person. It is a person. Because we have Emperor. If you hear my son hollering at his game upstairs, they're home from school today, so he's woo, like all kinds of stuff. 10 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You're not doing this alone. 9 of Pentacles is going to be the solitary energy, but it's like, again, I told you all, you're coming to a new collective. You're not going to be doing this alone. That's the whole point. At the very beginning of this, I reminded you all of the reading that I did where it was like the way to get through this financial whatever is with people. And so why, tell me about why did you bring out the Three of Swords again? Why did you need to remind us of that? Is that what's changing? It takes you out of this painful past. Eight of Cups. You get to walk away from that. So is there anything we need to know? Let's just put it that way. In regards to this King of Wands, Emperor energy, that this message might come from. Anything? Oh, good Lord. The Page of Pentacles. Damn. It's the same fucking cards I had before. Just what they've told you. Enjoy this. Say yes. See it for what it really is. Don't hold back. Just go for it. You've already discovered the truth. You've already agreed to release control, to surrender to this journey. So say yes and enjoy. It is aligning. You will be aligned. This King of Wands, Emperor energy is probably going to be the linchpin. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good. Is that connected to? It's the. Hold on, guys. I feel like I'm like, is that connected to something bad? Linchpin. No. Okay. A person or thing vital to an enterprise or organization. Okay, linchpin. A pin passed through the end of. I don't know why Lynch gave me a scare. I was like, wait a minute. Every day I'm discovering that shit terms we use in the fucking United States to connect to some bullshit. It's a very vital, they're vital in this. So they're the linchpin. Okay, shoo. You know, like, I was just like, ooh, I didn't like that term. Whatever. Anywho's, so they're vital to this. All right, well, we have explored this as much as possible, but there's something about this Emperor, King of Wands, that it turned your fucking luck around. I don't know how many times we could have pulled the fucking Wheel of Fortune. A million, maybe. And they're like, and this is just, it's aligning you with a completely different collective. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. They wanted to focus on this versus very specific details of how something's going to unfold. Although this is a lot of information, you may be like, but what exactly is happening in my life? Just going to leave it at this. I hope this is beneficial. We'll be back tomorrow. We will do some more reads, and Spirit's going to give you the information they feel is necessary for these location changes. So I will see you next reading.